Hey guys, welcome back to Practically Creative. This is Melissa. This week we're working on block 10 of our chicken salad quilt. This is a Lori Holt pattern and it's copyright 2022 by Riley Blake Designs. This week is Hank. Hank is block 10 in our chicken salad. We're almost there. Just this block and 2 more to go. Today we are working on Hank. He is block 10. Can you believe we're this close to being done? I'm just putting his pieces where they go. His wing, his tail, all of his good little stuff. Here's his tail. His tail's actually supposed to go on top. We're going to slide him over here some so that I don't end up having to trim any of his actual pieces off of him. And then he gets a wing, and he's actually got, well, he's got a pink body part, even though he's blue, or he's a boy. And then his wing comes up under the edge a little bit. I'm having a blast with these chickens, you know? They just make me happy. And there's his comb. A couple of these pieces don't have heat and bond on them, so I'm going to add some glue under them. His body doesn't have heat and bond. His wing doesn't have heat and bond. His headpiece doesn't have heat and bond. I put heat and bond on anything today. I was just working on getting things cut and ready to go. Now the wattle does have heat and bond on it. It goes on about like that. And I've already got his beak cut for us. I got glue on my hand. We're gonna put his beak in, put his wattle just underneath that. The wing has heat and bond. It has the Brothers Scan and Cut version that I told you guys I'm not super fond of. Little glue on the wing, and the feet have heat and bond on them. Made him some big ugly feet, but that's okay. He likes them. He'll like them even better once they're all stitched on. Okay, so I'm looking at my picture. I want his tail to be a little more jaunty there. This wing goes up underneath. I'm happy. All right, let's iron him down. The glue that's on these pieces won't stay forever, but it will hold them down long enough for me to applique. And the little bitty pieces, the beak and the feet, that has heat and bond on it, as does his big tail up there, and his comb, so those things will hold for us. Hank's a pretty simple block. I gave him a purple comb because I thought he needed it. So now that we've got him all ironed together, we're going to go ahead and do the applique on Hank. So that part's done. It's only going to be a single video for Hank this week, but we'll go ahead and get his applique stitching done, and you'll get to see him. I think Hank's name is going to go down here, kind of behind him. So be prepared for that. We'll get it all taken care of. Let's switch over On the Baby Lock Jazz, I am using a 3 wide stitch and a 1 long, and we're going to start right here at his body and work our way around. Okay, so here we are at the embroidery machine. We are going to put together Mr. Hank. We're going to put his name on here. And that table cover that I was working on the other day when I did my sewing room tour, I actually decided that I was going to use it as a cover for my embroidery machine. So we're getting ready to put Hank in the hoop. I'm going to slide my hoop up underneath here. And I'm going to put, still working on that same piece of stabilizer down over here on this side. I want to make sure he's mostly straight. And then get my hoop lined up here. And get it locked in. just tightening up the little screw. And then, as always, I'm going to put Hank in the machine gently. So we're going to slide this in here. And I made sure that we went under the presser foot and that everything is good. And then we're going to bring it over here while we plug in his embroidery. Now his name is Easy, so we're just going to choose here. And then I'm going to make it a small. Go over to A, N, and K. And I'm going to click check to make sure his name is spelled right, and then OK, and set. Now you can see that it's on the screen here. I'm going to hit edit end, and then I know that I want to bring Hank over and down. Let me bring him in a little more. Okay, so let me move you one more time. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have it tell me where it's going to stitch. Okay, I'm fine with that, so I'm going to click the OK button, click on embroidery, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to drop the presser foot, and that red button went to green, and then I'm going to press start, and we're going to stitch. Okay, so we are finished embroidering, and now we're going to take Hank out. I'm going to open this, slide it out gently, very gently. And then we're going to take Hank out of the hoop. It's going to loosen it enough to move it. Ah, the thread did not cut. Okay, so we've taken Hank out of his hoop. I got a long bobbin thread on there for some reason. And I'm taking the stabilizer off the back. Remember, this fabric is already reinforced with SF101, so don't really need to leave the stabilizer on there. And I'm going to trim that bobbin thread. I think Hank is looking pretty doggone good. He's going to go up on the design wall and join his brothers and sisters until we're ready to make the final quilt. And we are down to our last 2 blocks. This was number 10. We have 2 more to make to finish this quilt. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you next week. I believe that one will be Myrtle. Have a great day.